Hello everybody, welcome to sRGB Fun Times. In today's video we're going to make this guy talk with the help of the AudioRead node in Nuke.
Haha, you sure will. Now let's get on with it.
Alright, we'll show you how it's done. Alright, I'll just say one more thing before I get started on the tutorial. This is also a bit of a video reply. A user over on the Nuke VFX Reddit posted that he was trying to do 60 shots with little to no budget. This is a situation that I've been in before, so I thought I might put forward what I've done, and hopefully it's enough to get those 60 shots over the line. I'm going to assume a bit of good amount of Nuke knowledge, so the tutorial goes a bit faster, and we can concentrate on the AudioRead node. So hit me up in the comments below, and I'll try my best to help you out if there's something you really don't understand. So let's get into it. So you are going to need your footage, of course. I've got myself a lovely frog here from pixabay.com. Nice free footage there to use. A little bit compressed, but it does the job. Alright, so next we're going to need the AudioRead node. So you can just read that in with R, and we are going to use the quick. So I've used the WAV, but we can also use AIFF files, just in case, see what your editors put out for you. So in your AudioRead node, it's pretty basic. It looks just like that, and the only way you can kind of see what you've got is to go into your curve editor with the AudioRead node selected. Go to View, Audio, Draw Style. I like to go with the behind option, and there you can see the audio that we have in Nuke. And just so you know what we're working with today, the audio sounds like this.
The quick brown fox jumped over the lazy dog.
Okay, just so you know. So for the most part it's going to come in at 0. You're going to want to offset this audio to where you want it. So you've got handles, something like that, or you're not working from 1, you're working from 1001. The best way to offset it is to come down to your file time range. Well, this is what I found. Come down to your file time range and just extend that a good amount out, and then come into your time range, and you can move it along like that. So that will be where your data gets created, and you can work with it that way if you want to, just to make sure it's all lined up. So once you've lined it up, and it would pay to double check what you're using. You can either write out a MOV file. We scroll down here, MOV file, you can choose the audio here. And there's the offset there as well, so you're going to have to figure that out. But the best way I've found is just to flipbook. So if you select your footage, Alt F, you'll get a AudioRead right there, and that's your frame range you want to do. I'll just do to 93. And we'll have a look.
The quick brown fox jumped over the lazy dog.
There we go. So I'm working from 0, so I like where it is. So that is offsetting. So once you've got it in the correct position that you know you want it in, you want to start getting that data. Now for me, I don't link, at least when I'm working with the audio data, I don't link it. So I like just to put it in a grade. So what you're going to have to do to start with is go into your AudioRead, and head down here to key intervals. I like to put it to 0.1 because it just gets all the data and all the shaping of that waveform. And if you hit generate on that and go back to your curve editor, you can see there it's almost the same shape. Make that big for you. So it's almost the same shape. Nuke's done pretty well. But as you can see, it goes +1, -1. So we just want it to go up and down. So 0 to 1 to work in the grid warps and spline warps. So what we're going to do, copy the animation out of one of those channels, go into your grade node or whatever node you're choosing, and paste it in there. So now we've got some separate data to work with. Now in the curve editor we've got that, and just for the sake of sanity, we're going to turn off the draw. Okay, so how do we get it to just go from 0 to 1? We're going to press equals on the animation there, and we're going to do an ABS function. ABS, and put the curve in brackets, and hit OK. Once again, it's a little bit hard to see because it's really red, but those dotted lines have been removed. So now we've only got values above 0, sorry. So I'm happy with that data at the moment. So what I do now, just to get rid of, just to make it a little bit more simple again, is I go ahead and generate all the data, just on interval keys of 1, and press OK. So now, when we go look at that data, it looks a lot nicer, doesn't it? So we can see the ups. This is when our mouth's going upwards, so it's going to open on the big ups and down on the downs. So I generated too much data then for my curve, so I'm going to go ahead and trim. That's fine to do. And obviously it's only going to 0.5 at the moment. So go ahead and press F to fit that and zoom out a little bit. We want the tallest bit to go to 1. Apparently that's where I was talking loudly. So I've just selected all of that and scaled up. 0 will stay at 0. And now we've got the tallest one hitting 1. And that is how you generate the data. This should open and close a mouth. And we'll do that right now. I will quickly run through the script before that, just so we can see the layout of the land without going too much into any of the nodes. So I grab my footage, I'm stabilizing it just to make life easier on myself. I have a temporary inside the mouth matte, inside the mouth color, and I'm masking that over the top where my mouth opens. I use that same mask to cut out the frog's throat and mouth, and then I've got grid warp. So this is the first grid warp. It opens the mouth that much. So as you can see, it's kind of just straight down. Looks okay. You could roll with that. But I thought, okay, let's add another one, another spline warp that also adds movement to the top lip, just to give it a bit more of an organic feel. Stabilize it back to what it was, and this is just a switch for when he turns and faces the other way. So that's the script node. Where does the audio data that we just made need to go? Well, once you've got the audio data, I just like to, you could link it at this point just for keeping everything the same. I'll copy animation. So the data in a grid warp will go into the warp and paste it in there. And for the spline warp, it will go into the root warp. And that should be moving like a frog talking. Let's give it a flip book and find out. And here's the result.
The quick brown fox jumped over the lazy dog.
Not too bad. And a little bit broken at the end there. So that must be my warp not getting keyframes off correctly.
The quick brown fox jumped over the lazy dog.
So not a bad result at all. Just to fix that thing at the end, because we like it to be fixed in tutorials. Back into your curve editor, fit that. So you can see here, this is the mouth starting to just go open. So we're going to delete that one more keyframe. Same with this at the start, doesn't quite matter. Select all. Interpolation before constant. Interpolation after constant. And that should fix it. Alright, that's the end of the video. I hope you enjoyed this video on the audio read node and Nuke, and hopefully you can make something talk as well. Like I said, any questions, feel free to put it in the comments and I'll try my best to answer, or there might be some other helpful people in the community that help out if I'm not there. Thanks for watching and enjoy your time in VFX.